Hi guys, we're going to start with doing this cute little, I don't know, it looks like a little Christmas light bulb from the Dollar Tree ornament. And we're just going to paint it with the Waverly White Chalk paint. It's my favorite, right? Now we're going to get, I did 3 coats by the way, 3 coats. I let it dry. After it dried, then I painted it again. Now I'm getting some cotton balls and I'm soaking it all up with Mod Podge and some kosher salt. And I'm just putting it right on top of that bulb. I want it to look like if snow had landed on the top. And it's snow and frost. Yeah. That's the look I'm going for. Yep, I like to get my hands dirty when I Mod Podge sometimes and just use my fingers and spread it around. That's what you do. Just spread it around and mold it to where your eyes are smiling and you're happy with it. I am using kosher salt. You can use Epsom salt. I know people do like that. It's to whatever you prefer to use. But I just like to use what I have in my home and on hand. And I like the way the kosher salt works for me. So now I'm just using the excess kosher salt, mixing it up with the Mod Podge. And I'm just putting it on my finger, gathering it, and dabbing it right on top of the cotton. I did put a little bit, I did put a little bit on the bottom. Just a tiny bit here and there. Just so it looks like it has some frost and a little bit of snow on the bulb too, on the bottom. But I tried to do it very lightly on the bottom because I wanted to stand out more on the top and around the top of the base of the bulb. If you can see what I'm doing. So after I do that, I let it dry, set it aside, let it dry. See how pretty? Oh, before I let it dry, we need to put some of that iridescent beautiful glitter from Walmart on the top. And I only put it on the top where the snow was because I want it to glisten and sparkle. And then I go with the Waverly White Chalk paint one more time just on the bottom of the bulb. Set it aside, let it dry. Now I'm getting these 2 little box signs that I got, or box pictures. And see, I removed the backing and I put with my finger a little bit of the spackle from Dollar Tree and just filled in those little holes. So now I'm just painting the inside and the outside. I did spray paint the front of it. And then I'm just using the Waverly White Chalk paint on the bottom and on the sides. See? The second one, I did not paint the bottom because you're not going to see that part. But I did do the sides and I did spray paint the inside with the white paint. See? And that will be our bottom. So with the bottom, you can put glitter or you can just leave it white, whatever you want to do. I using this sparkle paper. It's like I don't even know how to explain what it is. It's like a sparkle sheet. And I get this from BB Craft. I love BB Craft, their products. And I'm using it for the bottom. And I'm just outlining it with my scissors and cutting it just to give it some sparkle on the bottom. And there we go. See, I'm just going to glue it on down. So now that I'm pushing it on down in there, and I glued it, I am going to put some of that. It's called a garland, you know, the real pretty tinsel garland. I put the iridescent white one inside there on top of that. The reason why I did do this I would suggest putting glitter or something. Just so, see, there's the garland. Just so it sparkles more. And I got this garland at the Dollar Tree. And it's like an iridescent color, white, clear. So that's why I put the sparkle. Just so when the lights that I'm going to use, it'll reflect onto the bottom more. And have a little more sparkle to it on the inside of the bottom. So pretty. And you can see, like I said, the sparkle underneath it. So it shimmers even more. So after I glued all that down for the bottom, see how beautiful? Oh, gorgeous. I set it aside. And now I'm using this silver jewelry wire. It's really thin from Walmart. And I'm just going to get these little bulbs that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just double knotting it around the top. And I did not measure. You guys already know me by now. I don't measure. I just eyeball. So just do what your little heart desires, how long you want them. But you do want them to lay, like the length to be some long, some short. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I know I'm confusing sometimes. So sorry. But some long, some short. And I'm doing about 5 of these. And I picked different ones. 2 sparklies and then 3 of the different styles. But I do want them gold. You can pick any color you want, but I chose gold. Remember, it's to when your eyes are smiling, it's to what you're happy with. This is your signature, your project, your signature. Whatever makes your heart sing. So now I'm gathering them. Make sure you gather them all. Make them even, gather them all, and see how they're going to hang. See? There we go. So now I'm putting that aside for a minute. And I'm putting this knob I got at Lowe's. They're they're inexpensive. You can get them for like $2. And I just put it right on top. I would suggest using E6000 for this if you want it to stay and you're going to be handling it a lot. Picking the lid up off and on. Because it kept popping off for me. So, you need to add some E6000 with your hot glue, and that should stay sturdy for a long time. So now I flip it over, and as I flip the top over, the one with the handle on it, I'm just going to double knot the other end of the wire just so it gives it a little more thickness so the glue holds better. And I just hot glued right there on top of them. And I'm just putting them around the sides. See how I'm putting them on the corners and on the sides? You want the middle clear because the middle, we are going to add our big white ornament that we had with snow. We just added some more of that jewelry wire on that ornament where the string's at. And we tied it and glued it right in the middle, just like we did the other ornaments. And it looks gorgeous. You'll see that. I'm sorry that I skipped that. I do not know what happened to that footage. It disappeared on me. Oh, I'm so sorry. But we just glue it right in the center. So now we're taking apart these frames from the Dollar Tree. They're 4x6s, and you take everything off, everything out, and including the glass, and put the glass aside because we will be using it again. See, right here. I did spray paint the frames with white, but you can also paint it with Waverly or acrylic, whatever paint you want, or you don't even have to paint them at all. So now that I glued the glass back in, because I took the little tabs off, I did remove the little tabs. They pull out really easy with a pair of pliers, and they just pull right out. So now we're taking that box, the one with the tinsel bottom and glitter, and we're going to glue our frames right to that. We are going to make a box. So we're just gluing bottom to side, and you're just going to fit them right in. See how I'm doing that? Glue on the side, glue on the bottom, and put it right there with each other. Do it to all 4 frames. After you do, well, 3 frames, excuse me. We're doing to all 3 frames first, so we can still work on what we're doing here. We got these dowels from Dollar Tree. They're little popsicle sticks. I call them popsicle sticks too, or lollipop sticks. And all I'm doing is putting it right there in the crevice of the frame. There's like a little crevice there. See that? We put some glue there, and the stick fits perfectly inside there. See? We are going to make a ledge for the top so we can pick it up and remove it back and forth, because we will be adding batteries to the top of the lid. Now I'm getting large jumbo popsicle sticks, and I did cut, see how I cut the round part off, and I glued it right on top of that that lollipop stick. I keep wanting to call it popsicle stick, but lollipop stick. And it goes right there on the ledge, and then right there we glued it. We did that to both sides so we can add the lights. We put the lights in, and all you do is glue the battery pack. Make sure you do it where you can change your batteries and turn it off and on. And you can pick it up back and forth, like to turn off your batteries, to change your batteries, or to turn it on, or to change your batteries. That's why we did that. And I just took the wiring and glued it there where there was no lights on it. Now I'm getting these beads from BB Craft and painting them with a Waverly white chalk paint, and let them dry and put them on the bottom for little feet. And it was easy as that, guys. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh, I fell in love with it. See the white ornament we have hanging in the middle? So gorgeous. If you like, I have the next video that I will be posting up, and it will show you, I'll show you how I did this one. But it is so gorgeous. Oh, I absolutely love it. It looks so high-end and expensive. So beautiful. You can end up putting some leaves in there, or branches that sparkle for background, or just leave it the way it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If so, please give me that thumbs up. And don't forget, it was my pleasure crafting with you today. Bye.